get some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day. Every day I get some money. Every day we blowing gas. Every day we in the mall. Every day we blowing cash. I do this every day. Every day I do this shit. It's just an ordinary day.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Face from Flight School TV. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Once again, you know I love Milwaukee. They show me so much love out here. I had to come back again. And right now I'm sitting here with Loudpack Larry, a Loud Life clothing line. If you ain't familiar, you're about to get familiar. See?
Yeah, new drip. Got that new drip on.
Yeah, you know I'm real rosy right now. You feel me? But just tell the people the how you came about building a clothing line. Like what was your inspiration to like jump into the industry?
Well, first and foremost, I always was into fashion and into dressing and looking nice and being different, standing out from the rest as a shorty. And it started with that, creating stuff for my own style, for myself, separating myself, and then it went into painting custom shoes and shirts, and people started gravitating toward that and messing with me as far as that, and then it grew into this, which is Loud Life, which is the clothing line I got now. And that basically come from, like I said before, my love of fashion and love of always wanting to dress, and people always following my style and my direction as far as that. And then my love for weed. You know what I mean? You know, everybody got their drug of choice or their vice. Some people drink, some people pop pills, some people do crack, whatever.
Right.
I choose to do weed. And
Right. Which really, in my opinion, this is strictly my opinion. This is not the opinion of Flight School TV at all. This is the opinion of New Face, the person, the human being. Me particularly, I don't consider weed a drug. I consider it a plant.
I consider it medicine.
You know what I'm saying? More medicinal. You feel me? Like the stuff that come out of pharmaceutical companies.
Right.
It's drugs to me.
Definitely.
That's made in a lab. They done did all these different things to it that come with all these side effects that's deadly to your body.
Right.
But I never heard of anybody dying from weed.
Me neither. I never heard of anybody catching cancer from weed. Man, y'all can go on and on, you name it. I have this conversation and argument with a lot of my friends who smoke cigarettes a lot of times. Yeah. And they do a lot of other shit that they try to hold up there on a pedestal next to weed to say like it's equally as bad or type shit.
Right.
Never win.
Yeah. I can't see somebody winning that type of argument.
Yeah.
But know what I'm saying, I definitely caught wind of what you do, and it wasn't it was organic. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I found out about Loud Life clothing. You know what I'm saying? I was on Instagram, and I follow certain people. You know, I'm familiar with Milwaukee so much. You know, I'm out here all the time.
Yeah.
Whether it's sneaker conventions. Shout out to my boy Rico from Trusted Kicks.
That's my brother.
You know?
Shout out my brother, man.
Yeah, make sure we shout out Rico, man. That's king, man. That's God right there. That's my boy. You feel me? But I was following Rico, and you know how they got the recommendations of who to follow and all that.
Yeah.
So I noticed that your page, your symbol on your page had caught my eye. So I'm like, boom, I click on it. I'm like, damn. Whole time, like, I discovered your page by accident off somebody else's page. But once I seen it, I started following it. And everything that you've been doing, bro, I gotta salute you for it, because it's quality. The fact that you coming with colorways, the colorways is what I like the most about your clothing. You know what I'm saying? Like the colorways that you coming with is insane, bro.
Yeah, like some of that come from being a sneakerhead, man. Like I said, man, we'd be here for hours talking about that shit, but it go way back to my love for sneakers and just putting certain shit together to match and make it look slick. And so I mirror that a lot with my brand. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know a couple hot sneakers coming out or shit that's exclusive that can't nobody get. Cause I mean, you know, now that's what we indulge in. You see on his feet right now, he on heat. You know what I mean?
No, this something light, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm broke, baby.
I got on some GR heat right now. But, you know
I'm broke as hell.
We specialize in heat now. You know what I'm saying? So I try to come out with colorways for shit that's heat, not so much general release shit.
Right.
So if it's some shit that's coming out, some Tier 0 shit, some quick strike shit, I might have more shit to match that because that's my style and them type of sneakers that I gravitate towards and that I purchase. You know what I'm saying? So I model it off of that and as far as the quality, I buy clothes down there every day or every other day.
Shit, me and you both, bro. We got a problem.
I like so much. It's not so much about the price or the designer. It's more so about the feel and the quality.
Exactly. That's how I shop.
And the actual design to me.
That's exactly how I shop. I don't shop strictly off hype. Oh, this is hyped up, but it's a plain shirt.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I like what I'm wearing right now. You feel me? Like Loud Life, like shit that when you walk past somebody, it catch your eye. You know what I'm saying? It's not just plain. It's not just a basic design like what you said.
Right.
So, like just to rewind a little bit. Like, so I know that you stationed in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And I know you ship globally.
Yeah.
But so did you spend your whole life in Milwaukee?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Milwaukee, and it's crazy because a lot of people from the West Coast and from where weed is legal at, they hit me up and they think I'm in California or they think I'm in Denver or they think I'm in, you know, places of that nature.
Because your lifestyle.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I actually never been to Cali, like where it's cracking at, like we're in LA. Like I've been to Cali before. I've been to Northern Cali.
Oh, bro, I got
some family shit. Like it wasn't like long time ago.
I gotta arrange that, bro. Like we gotta get out there together.
It's crazy, bro.
Like,
I've never been to Cali.
Like when winter hit, let's start planning that trip, bro. We gonna link up and we gonna make that happen for real.
And I'm trying to, and that's really one of my next moves. I'm trying to get my brand on the West Coast and places where the marijuana market is legal.
Because it just seemed like a perfect fit for what you're doing, like to advertise in Denver, Washington, and California, and places like that. That's why with my platform, I hope to spread awareness to everybody who like the Chief, as we call it in Chicago, or smoke or indulge in cannabis. You feel me? Like the clothing line isn't just about marijuana. You know what I'm saying? The clothing line is about the culture and it's overall and it's just dope overall. Like, so you gonna wear it whether you a smoker or you a non-smoker. Like you can wear it and look good.
And I get that a lot, bro. Not to cut you up, I get that a lot. A lot of people come up to me who don't smoke or drink and be like, man, your shit is so dope. I still want to wear it. I still, you know what I'm saying? And that's what let me know that it's more than just about weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know in my heart it's more about weed. It's more than weed to me. It's about the culture. It's about being able to express yourself and still be fly doing it. And
Exactly.
You know, all that type of shit. Like it's more than just, you know, weed. And right now I feel like my time is arising and things are looking more up for me because marijuana is getting to be legal. It's getting to be more in the forefront in household. It's not pushed back and looked at as a bad thing as much anymore. So with me, with this clothing line,
you putting it right in their face.
I'm putting it right in their face, and it's dope at the same time. That was a lot of another reason why I decided to go with the weed inspired clothing line, because all the old school weed t-shirts and 420 shit I see it's not stylish. It's not no shit that you would put on and
it's
you know what I mean,
corny and outdated.
Wear to a club or put on with some red bottoms or some Jordans or something. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like more some shit that you would wear to a convention or a marijuana seminar or cannabis. It's not no shit that you can wear somewhere and be like, what's that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something that you can step out in
Right.
on any different occasion.
Yeah.
You know
And,
what I'm saying?
and the only one that's relevant now, that's doing something that's stylish, is Cookie. Shout out to Cookies.
Yeah,
shout out to Burner.
Cookies. Shout out
I
to
get a lot
Burner.
of my inspiration from Cookies. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually in a dispensary.
Yeah, man.
And they selection of clothing. Shout out to their graphic designer too, cause he be going nuts, bro. Like when they had the flavor of the week was like wedding cake.
Yeah.
The shirt they had to go along with wedding
that's
cake.
what I'm saying,
The
man.
shirt was insane, bro.
I
like
love everything they doing, man. Shout out to Burning, man. That's one of my, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my biggest inspirations with the clothing shit and just the culture and just how I live and how I carry myself. You know what I mean? It's Burner. I look up to do. I really want to meet.
Hey, Burner,
dude.
if you catch wind of this interview, you heard it right here. Reach out to Loudpack Larry.
Man, let's do a collab
and
or
make
something,
sure,
man. Or something, man.
Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you at least acknowledge the fact that you got a follower right here that respects you and admire your whole movement.
Yeah, no
but
bullshit.
Back to Loud Life Clothing. So growing up in Milwaukee, how would you describe like growing up in Milwaukee, like your childhood?
My childhood. I can't lie, man. My childhood wasn't rough. My mom, she always worked. I had both of my parents around for the most part. My real parents, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mom's always worked and, you know, kept a job and took care of me and my little brother or whatever. But she was always a hustler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in more ways than one. So my mom would work a job and then come home and get to it on all other types of shit. You know what I mean? Whether it was cooking, making dinners, or one thing she did in particular that I feel like I got from her. She was a crafter. She would do like sell like Valentine's Day baskets. She would do like paintings.
So she was a real hustler.
She was cold with the interior decorating. She would do people cribs and she
had multiple hustles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, going on. And I like that's one thing I respect and admire. Salute to your OG.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So like that had to, seeing that growing up, that had to be some type of inspiration
Definitely.
to you.
Definitely.
And that I can't see it not rubbing off on you. Seeing your moms have this drive and this hustle.
The only thing that didn't motivate me as far as her struggle is the part having a regular 9-to-5 job. Because I say that because, don't get me wrong, I it's coming up as a story. I never went without. I never missed no meals. I always had the best of everything. My mom did more than enough of what she could, but I always seen her struggling with that 9-to-5 job.
Right.
You know what I'm
Like she punching the clock, but why does she still gotta do all this?
And to me, it didn't make sense when she would come home and get on all her other hustles and side little whatevers and make more money in one day than she would in 1 or 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with that aspect of everything, I took that and ran with, like, you know what, I'm gonna create 1,000 different hustles for myself and LLC some of them, and you know, make it work for me. So I don't gotta get up in the morning and be mad because I gotta get up early, or be mad because I gotta go deal with a fuck ass boss or a weak ass coworker. All them things that I saw my mama doing when I was younger, coming up. Arguing with motherfuckers at the job, on the phone, gossiping with your friends about how they ain't treating you right and how they treat the white motherfucker better. I never wanted to go through that.
And that steered you more into a role of, man, I gotta be my own boss.
I was
gotta
learning
be an
young
entrepreneur.
then, like it was making me mad. Like I
don't like the tone of this conversation. I don't even like hearing that type of thing. So like early on, that steered you in a way that you probably subconsciously didn't even realize. You probably didn't even realize you hearing those conversations was pushing you further and further away from conforming.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And so far choosing that path that you chose has been working out for you, bro. I salute you and your movement.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
A natural question that I want to ask is like what made you choose a clothing route? Like I know you said that you always had a sense of style and you always wanted to be different, but some people just keep shopping. But what made you say, I want to create my own?
Because, like I said before, man, you know, as a kid, you have hobbies and little shit that you do, and, you know, dressing and, you know, always having on different shit was my thing as being younger. And it started by me just wearing crazy shit, bro. Like I look at celebrities and, you know, the kid stars and shit, and I be trying to dress like them. And how to come across this to my friends, they always, oh, where you get that from, or how you do that, or you the only one that can pull that off. So I'm seeing people gravitating towards my style. They respected my style. They respected my opinion on what to wear and how all this shit go. And then that's how it started into me making custom clothes. I started making shit for myself. Back in the day, as you know, you're a sneakerhead. Dookies. We call them Dookies in Milwaukee, but y'all know them as Air Force Ones.
Yeah, we
back
call
in the day,
ones and right now they call G-Phazos.
Back in the day, they didn't have.
Shout out to Herbo.
They didn't have all them crazy colorways like they got now.
Right.
And we were trying to, you know, have crazy colorways and outfits to match. And so what I would do is, and it's crazy because this house that I'm in right now, we own this house. I started on this porch right here. I would start doing shoes. I would paint shoes with paint markers.
And this was around what year you think?
I want to say this was around 2002 maybe. 2002, 2003.
In that general area.
Yeah, so I was painting Air Force Ones with paint markers. I used to do them on my porch. People used to walk past. I used to get orders like that. Then one day, one of my guys came. I always got to tell the story, and I never forget, and I tell him this all the time. It's crazy. I'm like, man, somebody gonna interview me one day, and I'm gonna tell the story. Mm-hmm. Shout out my guy Pierre. He came and got some shoes one day. He was like, dawg, I ain't got nothing to wear with these shoes, bro. These shoes raw as hell. I think the shoes was like pink, purple, and turquoise, but it was like a satin color.
Yeah.
And he had them to go with, so he was like.
But that's kind of like not to cut you off, but that's kind of like what people doing right now with the Pharrells.
Yeah.
Like when he dropped that Holy Pack, they had the green, the pink. A lot of people like, man, what
I'm gonna wear with
looking for fits to wear with them, but it's like I understand what you're saying right there. So go ahead and continue.
So he come with the shoes, and he got a shirt. He said, man, I don't got nothing to wear with this, bro. I know at the store ain't, bro. So he said, bro, just try to see if you can make me a shirt, bro. Just throw something together, you know what I mean, and just make it look slick.
Did he want you to paint a shirt, or like, do you know how to stitch?
No, I'm not good with sewing or stitching. He wanted me, at the time I was painting. Right. So he wanted me to basically throw some of the same colors on the shirt to match.
Paint him a shirt.
So what I did was, I never forget, it was downstairs. I went on my bunk bed, I laid the shirt out, I put a little board on it. The same colors that I used for the shoes, I had like a little paint left over. I put it on a little thing or whatever. I don't remember what words I painted, but I painted some words on the shirt. Yeah. The same colors, put some paint splatters on it, let it dry, gave it to him, and that birthed me doing custom shirts. Shout out my dude Pierre. And that era went crazy. I'm talking about like to the point where I was doing them at my mom's house. We had moved from here. I was doing them at my mom's house so much. The police was at the house one day when I came home because of the traffic. They thought I was selling drugs.
They thought you were selling drugs,
but I was selling
whole
shirts.
Time you doing something legitimate.
And they told me to, you know, they got on me and told me, you know, how they could get on me about, you know, selling things and not taxing it. But they also embraced me because they said I could be doing something not positive and selling drugs, and I was young doing it. So
and that's the way. And I just want to pause you right there. I do this a lot because when people make certain statements, I cut people off, and I just want our audience, our listeners,
Yeah.
to understand the gravity of what he just said. Like, he just basically said that he could have been doing something else. Like, it's a lot of something else's that's not positive for the community. It's not positive for us as people and our growth. And the fact that he was doing something positive at a young age go to show our audience that if it's a shorty out there looking for something to do and trying to find his way, there's more way than one.
Yeah.
And this is an example of one.
Don't get me wrong though, man. You know, we all get in trouble and do our thing, man.
But you had a destination.
I had a vision, man, and it's something that I always wanted to push forward and get across, whether it was to prove to myself or to prove to others. You know what I'm saying? And that's what mattered most. Everybody young and they make mistakes coming up and they do things that are not worldly, or they, you know what I mean? It's not by the rules.
Especially just being in the neighborhoods we come from. You're gonna find yourself in certain situations, but the fact that you found something that was able to steer you in a direction that would, in the long term, be very beneficial for you and be legit.
Yeah, and that basically, that basically answers the question you asked before this, is how did I get to this point and why did I choose clothes? Because it's something that always worked for me. And my motto is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, why would I go to working a regular job or go to trying to sell cars or sell some other shit when I'm doing $1,000, $2,000 a day selling clothes?
Right.
And this before this, painting on white T-shirts, sayings and rap lyrics and shit like that.
Right.
Like, that was like, I could go broke tomorrow. This shit could fail tomorrow.
Right.
I can go get a box of paints for $30, $40, all the colors, all the materials, bro. Give me some shirts and I'm back in business, and people still gonna buy that shit because I still got it. You know what I mean? And it always worked for me. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like don't be dumb, bro. Like, do what work for you. Whatever working for you or the next person or Tom, Dick, and Harry, that's cool.
Right.
I don't knock that. But this will work for me. You know what I'm saying? And I see the same money as drug dealers see, people who sell cars,
that's
people who sell this, sell that.
That.
I'm able to sit at the same tables, eat the same shit, rock the same jewelry, even better jewelry. Shout out Packs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, understand that.
And still maintain, do my life, not ask nobody for shit, take care of my family, take care of myself, and be happy. And at the same time, people wearing my shit on their back, on their ass, on their feet, on their head, you know what I mean? And they wearing it proudly, you know what I mean? They not wearing it because they just my friend or my guy. Half the people that buy my shit don't even know me. They buy it because it's fly and it's something that they can relate to. Or even if it's not something they can relate to, like I said, a lot of people don't smoke weed, it's still fresh, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. The colorways you choose and the way you putting it together, the material that you're using, like everything was right. That's why I had to come sit down with you and acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? And let more people know what you're doing over here. Cause it's definitely something that people should be made aware of. And you know what I'm saying? The simple fact that you doing it and you continuing to grow. Yeah. Like, I salute you for that, bro. Appreciate it, bro. And I definitely had to take some time out my day to get out here to Milwaukee and come sit down with Loudpack Larry. You know what I'm saying? And before I leave though, I just want to ask, like, what was some of your early on inspirations? But I know you mentioned Burner, you know what I'm saying? But like, what was some of your early inspirations in as far as fashion go? Like, you was looking at certain people like, man, like what he doing is cold. Like,
well, I go far back as I can remember. Like when I was a shorty, like 5, 6 and shit like that. Like, I used to look up to Another Bad Creation. Like they was like superstars and shit. They was fresh. They had all the baggy clothes. They had all the spray painted shit with the team shit. It started with that, bro. No lie.
Yeah.
It started with that, and ever since then, like the whole hip hop scene, like this, the way they dress, the way they carry themselves, the fashion, how they put shit together. Another one of my inspirations, still another one of my inspirations, and I really feeling like he followed me too, and he be looking at my shit because we be doing some of the same shit. My nigga Fabulous. Fabulous is one of the freshest in the motherfucking
Fab
game.
is the swag god, bro. Like,
like
it's either him or Cam, bro. Like,
I'm just waiting on them to give him an award.
Bro, he gotta win like the
bro.
next BET Awards. They gotta create a style god of the year. You feel me? Like, and Fab gonna win every year, bro. Like, Fab be killing, bro.
Yeah, Fab ain't nobody fucking with Fab.
But my last and final question though. Your name is Loudpack Larry.
Correct.
What's your favorite strand of weed right now?
It's my favorite strand of weed right now.
If you don't want to just pinpoint it to one, what's your top three then? What's your top three? Top three strands of weed from Loudpack Larry, Loudpack clothing line.
Because the weed shit so crazy now. It's so many. Like for instance, right now, right here on this table, I got some birthday cake, lemon gushers, exotic cookies. And I'm smoking on purple alien compliments of my man now. You know what I'm saying? Man, one of the best ones I would probably say, it was back when I was in Miami. It was Thin Mint cookies.
Thin Mint, yeah, I heard of that.
That was a good one. I liked it at the strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, that's Jungle Boys.
Yeah, I fuck with the Jungle Boys. But my all-time favorite, just on some original shit, definitely gotta be OG.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't go wrong with an OG.
Gotta be OG.
Can't go wrong with an OG.
You know what I mean? That gassy OG, like that's really my favorite.
All right,
OG.
is you backwoods Swisher or Papers guy?
I am a smoker. And with that being said, on this table, I got Dutchess, I got Backwoods, I got raw cones, man, the bowl, bro. I don't get in all that. I don't smoke that shit because I remember at a point in time I've been smoking so long when a lot of this shit that people smoking didn't even exist. Raw papers wasn't out.
Bro, I remember back in the day when Optimals, then when they came out with the Icy Man, the Icy Man Optimals, bro.
People wasn't smoking Backwoods.
Yeah.
People wasn't smoking Swishers, bro. They were smoking big ass Phillies and Optimals and shit like that. So I go way back to that area, Garcia Vegas and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, I smoke whatever burn some motherfucking weed. Because when I was a youngin', I first started sneaking smoking weed. I was doing that shit in school papers, rolling up leaves and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We gonna get high, man. As long as it don't fuck me up, put a bad taste in my mouth or fuck me up health-wise, we smoking weed.
Man, that's what's up, man. Hey, get the people your Instagram name so they can follow you, and make sure that they stay in tune with the brand. Like, give them your Instagram, your website.
Website, y'all can log on to www.loudlifeapparel.net. Again, that's www.loudlifeapparel.net. You can reach me on Instagram at loudlifeapparel, or my personal page on Instagram, Loudpack Larry. I'm on Facebook too, Loud Life Apparel.
Hey, and you heard it here. If you didn't know, now you know. It's your boy Face from Flight School TV sitting here with my man, Loudpack Larry, man. It was
Thanks for having me, bro.
And
appreciate you.
Man, support that man. Get in tune.
Follow the
Flight
brand.
School TV.
Follow the brand.